and good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on where you are around the world. I am Marcus Holmes, the HR Passion Guy, Love and Stuff Guy, coming to you with a moment of gratefulness on the Gratefulness Challenge. We are on the Gratefulness Challenge. Hello, Audrey Roberson. Thank you so much. I hope you will click share and tag someone to join us. I'm just doing my gratefulness moment live, but you can do yours as a post on your page or a picture on your page here on Facebook or on Twitch TV, YouTube events, on LinkedIn Live, and I hope I'm live on Instagram as well. So I'm trying to get live on all of these platforms to do my gratefulness moment across all of those platforms. So if you're watching on any of those platforms or all of them, I hope that you will click share. I don't see where I'm live yet on Instagram, so I'm a little concerned, but I'm trying to go live on all of these platforms and share with you what I think is something that will power your life. It is a wonderful challenge. It's the Gratefulness Challenge, and we are doing it. Thank you, Audrey, for sharing. 5 days this week. So we're in day number 3. I hope I typed that right. Day number 3, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So we started a few weeks ago and we're going to go for a few more weeks. And what we're doing is one thing. Thank you, Audrey, so much. One thing that you are grateful for each day that you will share via post, video, or picture, and just post it on any of your social media channels. If you're like me and you're on Facebook or you're on LinkedIn, you're on Twitch TV, you're on YouTube events, you're on Instagram, post it in any of those places. You're on Clubhouse. You might go into a room and say something in that Clubhouse environment and share that gratefulness for this week experience. So the first week we talked about gratefulness moments that we have around people who have passed on to the other side. Because we've been through a year of pandemic, I feel that we should follow it up, as was recommended by a dear inspirational leader, that we should have a year of gratefulness. And so on that journey of a year of gratefulness, that we would go all year long with gratefulness, but you start somewhere. So we're starting small with just 5 days a week, 5 out of the 7 days. One thing that you're grateful for each day, posting it across your social media platform. It will inspire others and it will challenge and transform you. Audrey says, I just started my new business live yesterday. Congratulations. Tell us more about your business so that we can help to celebrate and uplift it. All right, I'm just looking across channels because I'm missing 2 channels in my multi-stream that I'm looking for. And I know it is the close of the business day, so our LinkedIn folks may see this later. Make sure my volume is turned down. All right. I do have somebody on LinkedIn, and if you just drop your name in the comments, I'll know who's there. As well as I'm looking for the folks that are on Instagram as well, because I'm going live on Instagram via Restream for the first time. So I hope it worked out correctly. So that's my hope. And I want to tell you about my gratefulness experience. So I started saying that week 1, we talked about people that have passed to the other side. Week 2, we talked about mentors and teachers and facilitators, instructors, or the lessons that they have brought to us. Week 3, we talked about relationships, the inventory of our relationships for which we are grateful. And now in week 4, we're talking about the experiences for which we are grateful. Okay. And so I wanted to share an experience around the writing of the book that happened. But today, another moment happened. Oh, wonderful. You're an independent paparazzi accessories jewelry consultant. Oh, excellent. We'll have to have you on live if you want to do that one of these days. That would be great. I know a couple of other consultants, but they haven't approached me about doing it live. Dr. Sledge is here. Thank you for stopping by. Grateful for people like you. Thank you for being grateful for me. Of course, I'm grateful for you, Dr. Sledge. You're doing awesome work, and I do need to connect with you. I've got a young man who's asked me to mentor him who is in Uyu, Nigeria, and he has some visions around tech for the people there. I couldn't even imagine, as he was telling me, a lot of teenagers don't have cell phones and stuff. And so I talked to him about some ways to get technology to UU, and I thought of you. So Dr. Sledge, we have to connect. I hope that you will help me. Oh, thanks for helping to shape my passion for gospel music through my community choir experiences. I'm just filled up by that because, you know, I love me some Jermaine Sledge and Dr. Sledge, and I love me some gospel music. I love music, as I know you know that. And so that means something that you will remember from all of those days ago. Not that that was so long ago. I'm going to get over the fact that Saturday I will be 51. I'm going to say it aloud. 5-1, 5-1, 5-1. All right. But I guess if Ron Isley can be 79 and do all that to all of you who saw the verses, I can do something at 51. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Audrey says the jury is $5 nickel and lead free. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Please do. Yeah, inbox me on any of these platforms and we will make it happen. I promise that. I love, part of my passion, Audrey, is to connect people with other people. I love to make connections. I love it. I love to, people say, I need this. And if I know anyone in my circle, and sometimes I'll shout it out. And when they get connected and make something happen, that just fills me up. I'm getting filled up thinking about it. That fills me up. That's why I want to connect Dr. Sledge to Pastorine Udakapan, who is in Uyu, Nigeria. I practiced all of that so that I wouldn't mess it up every time I say it. And this young man, I think he's 22, has some extraordinary dreams to help his people. He didn't even describe them as extraordinary dreams to help him get rich or be wealthy or have great status. He said, so that my people will be able to have tools and resources to live a better life, a higher quality of life, and to sustain our region. He's talking about renewable energy and so many big things. I told him, I got to help you find some resources. And so I'm glad Dr. Sledge came here. It puts that connection higher on the priority. Audrey, so I'll be welcoming you to the 50s Club. It is everything you thought about in your 20s with everything that you've learned in the grace of your 40s. That's what I believe 50s are. Very awesome. So today, as some people will know across various platforms, one of the loves of my life is my niece Autumn. I have 6 nieces and a great niece, 6 nieces and 2 great nieces, I'm sorry. And Autumn was the first niece that was really what I call uncle age. I was 28 when she was born. Some of my nieces, because my older siblings were 15 and 13 years my senior, respectively, their children are like little brothers and sisters to me. As a matter of fact, none of them call me uncle. And only my nephew teasingly says it, but none of them call me uncle except Autumn. Autumn has always said uncle, and she's never said Uncle Marcus, Uncle Marky, only uncle. It's always been my name to her, uncle. And I have so loved this little girl. Well, she's not a little girl. She won't be happy I said that. But since she was a little girl, and unfortunately, her mother passed away when Autumn was only 9. And I have had the remarkable privilege to help her dad rear her. It's been the co-parenting challenge of a life. We probably should have done a reality show. But Autumn has turned out to be an amazing young 22-year-old. And she graduated from University of Michigan with a degree in psychology. She wants to go to law school. She took a job at a well-known company here in Detroit. Wasn't a good fit for her. I didn't necessarily think it was, but I thought this is the time to let Autumn learn. But Uncle has this thing about him that he doesn't want her to make all of these choices and mistakes, even though she's 22. She's got to make choices, and some of them will be not mistakes. They will be learning tools for her. So Autumn's excited, and as every 22-year-old, or many of them, you get a job that you love or get a job that's closer to your field. So now she's accepted an offer that's in the field of law. We'll get her some exposure to the law before she goes to law school. Yay, Autumn. And the next thing, of course, well, before that, in the first job, she got a place. So her and her girlfriend have their first apartment, click likes or loves if you've ever been in that experience when you get your first place. Okay. So first place that you're paying for. And as she will remind me, I really haven't needed any help. And that's right. She's saved and managed and done all of the things that you would want your 22-year-old to do. And then what do they want to do? They want to buy a car. And I am so grateful that many of the things that were on my checklist to consider, she had already begun considering. I'm grateful that maybe some of the things that I said at some point somewhere registered with her. And I am excited that she is becoming a responsible young adult. As a parent, you will know, no, we don't always agree with every choice that our children make. But you know what? And I'm not fully in agreement with maybe her selection of certain things. And that's fine. What I love though, and I had to remind myself in the process, because I am, rather vocal and would say, oh, you should do this, you should do that. And so I flipped it and said, well, if it were me, I would do this and I would do that and just let it be there. But you know what I'm grateful for? That she has the presence of mind to make a thoughtful decision. And I don't know if you're a parent, a grandparent, an auntie and uncle. Isn't that what we really want? To know that our young people are becoming responsible, compassionate, caring, self-sufficient to some degree adults who care about themselves and the community and can make a thoughtful decision. And that filled me up. And it wasn't because I thought I was excited about the decision or her choices, not necessarily, but that can happen. Where there are two people, there could be three choices because one person could be vacillating over two and the other one could be sure of the one they want to make, right? But what I was excited about was that she had gone through a process of kind of deduction. She had gone through a process to investigate. She had done a little bit of research. And I am excited about that. And I am grateful as a parent that I've never, knock on wood, I've never been called to the jailhouse or a late night call. I am not a perfect parent. I didn't have perfect parents. They didn't have perfect parents. And none of them had perfect children. And I don't have a perfect child. But I'm perfectly confident that she is developing into her own person and has had some guidance, hopefully some from me, that has helped her to be an extraordinary human. And I can't tell you how filled up that makes me to look out on our world and see all of the things that our young people are facing. And it feels like so much more than what we face, but I think it's because we can see everything. Someone said, no, what we're seeing is people posting more racism. We couldn't see it, but it was there. Now it's there because we can post it. Now police brutality is there because we can post it. It's been there, right? But we see it more readily. That isn't to diminish any of what we see, because all of what we see is harrowing and horrific for the people that have to endure it directly, and for those of us who have to watch, feeling as if we can't necessarily impact it individually. And so I am happy. I am grateful. I am feeling sheer joy having the experience of listening to your young adult talk to you and make sense. Now, that might be a small thing for somebody, but it is a huge thing for me. It has boosted my hope and her ability to one day meet a stand-up guy and not settle for anything less and have some children. She's going to be saying, I don't believe you made this post, Uncle. But it gives me hope to just sit there and listen to my young adult be an adult even though she's always going to be Uncle's baby, my sweetest sweetie girl in the whole wide world is what I call her. And one day I'll think I'll be okay with her growing up into being a young woman, but before my eyes, she is. And what a delight to sit and listen to her share her joy and excitement about something important to her and know that she's given it thought. I am excited about that. I didn't show her as much excitement because I wasn't really for the choice that was made. But I believe it's a learning opportunity, might be a learning opportunity for me, but definitely I believe it's one for her. And I think as parents, as leaders, that we have to make a space for people to be able to make decisions and do things a different way than what we might think is the normal way, and than what we might agree is the best way. We got to make a space. We got to make a learning culture and environment where people make what we call mistakes or missteps. And we've got to encourage them through them and not penalize them through them or isolate them. And so I'm working on that, especially with Autumn, because I am used to saying, well, do this. No, don't do that. No, do this. And so I just kind of did probing questions and said, well, have you considered this? Well, yes, I have. Well, what about this? I have considered that, but that's not as important to me. So we had a kind of an adult dialogue, and I was so excited, and I am excited because she's coming into her own. I'm grateful to have invested life space into someone whose life is making its own space for others. What about you? What experiences are you having, did you have today, or maybe at some point in the past, that filled you up and for which you are grateful? That's what the Gratefulness Challenge is. I'm challenging you to post one thing that you're grateful for each day from now through Saturday, and we'll start again next week, but now through Saturday, one post a day. Could be a video like this, could be a picture, could be just you're writing the experience and just posting it. And include the hashtag, as you will see on the screen, Gratefulness Challenge. And invite people who are watching your video or viewing your post or coming on live, invite them to drop in the comments the words, I'm all in. Drop in the comments, I'm all in. So whether you're on LinkedIn and make a post, if you don't have LinkedIn Live, just make a post. Whether you could even share this post if you want to use that, you could. But I want you to write about your gratefulness moment, your experience for which you are grateful. It could be something that happened in the past, or it could be like me, today's gratefulness experience happened just today. And in that moment, and even now again in this moment, I'm so filled up that it is doing some important things. One, for my brain is already being rewired to make these shortcuts to get me back to those gratefulness moments and memories very quickly, and to use them to help me reframe the current context and realities that I'm experiencing. Does not change what I'm experiencing, but it changes me and how I look at it, how I navigate through it. How powerful is that for some mom that's working from home, working remotely, and trying to manage those kids? I don't know how you do it. God bless you. Or that CEO who's trying to figure out how to get an increased part of the market share and what's happening, that they're not closing the kind of deals that maybe they did in the last quarter. Or you're trying to uncover that new area, that new nuance of business that's going to really impact your bottom line and help level off some of the losses that you've experienced relative to the pandemic. Or someone who had an avid exercise or fitness life, and you just can't seem to get back into the rhythm and back into the mental space to encourage yourself for your health and wellness and your longevity to continue that work. The Gratefulness Challenge and the journey is for you, my friends. And the gratefulness journey every day is available for you on Amazon. It's available both in paperback and available in ebook. And you can purchase it. So far, I think I'm 4.7 out of 5 stars. I'll take it. I am thankful for those of you that have read it and have left a review. I'm very excited about the book. It emerges from my personal loss and my quest for more grateful living. And I believe in 3 simple practices. You can have it too. It is a journey. It's not a destination. So it is a process, but I think you will have an amazing time on the journey. And it is the first of a series of books relative to gratefulness. I also have some other book offerings that I'll be sharing as we get closer to their debut. So I'm excited to be a brand new author. And I hope that you will support me in this endeavor. In my very first book, we debuted at #1 in the self-help short reads. And I want to get back to that #1 spot. We didn't stay there very long, but that's okay. I know that you will help me get back there, because once you read it, you will want to share it and you will want to put into practice these 3 simple things that you do to achieve a more grateful life. And that's my gratefulness moment today. What is yours? I want to know, what are you doing to increase the gratefulness in your life? Do you know that it'll help you sleep better? Do you know that it will help you get power out of your physical pain? Did you know it could declutter your thinking so that you are thinking more clearly and able to be 49% more productive? Gratefulness is powerful, and the science behind it is extraordinary and fascinating. That simple reflection, simple inventory of the things and the people for which you are grateful can transform your very life. I challenge you to just try it. Has anybody ever said, I double dog dare you? Anybody ever heard that phrase? Or, I dare you to try this. I dare you, I challenge you to try gratefulness. If ever you've been disgusted or angry, disappointed or frustrated, felt stuck, it's a great way to move yourself forward into the power that you were designed to live in. It's the gratefulness journey every day. What are you doing in the next 30 days to transform your life? And I'm Marcus Holmes. This has been my gratefulness moment on our gratefulness challenge in week 4, day 3. I look to see you on this journey. As I click on the hashtag gratefulness challenge, I'm starting to see some amazing pieces and stories and reflections. And I thank you. You are inspiring me, but you're inspiring many other people, because gratefulness is a contagion and you should try it right now. So whether you're with us on LinkedIn Live, we shout you out. Have a grateful afternoon. Whether you are with us on Facebook Live, on the Marcus R. Holmes page, or on the Love and Stuff page, have a grateful spoonful of day. If you are on Twitch TV or YouTube events, why don't you have a drink of grateful water? And if you are on Instagram, which is the newest platform that I've added to this multi-stream, which I hope that you are able to see us. If you're there, take a snapshot. You are the perfect picture of gratefulness. Enjoy your day and see you soon.